enhance application performance and replace private connections. Accelerate your network transformation with secure, reliable cloud networking solutions from CBTS. To learn more, visit cbts.com or call our local office at 248-654-3600.
At the stop sign, turn right
Want to know
onto
how to
Baldwin
nail
Avenue.
down more construction jobs? And give yourself a concrete advantage in a competitive industry? Become a certified lead abatement professional. Learn how to remediate lead safely and help Michigan families get lead out of their homes. Here's the drill.
At the light, turn right onto West Montauk Street.
Eligible for the training. Whether you're a painter, plumber, carpenter, electrician, or other tradesperson. With just 3 days of training, you can become a certified lead abatement worker. With 4 days of training, you can become a certified lead abatement supervisor. So give yourself a competitive edge. While you help
1.4
Michigan
miles,
families
turn
live
right
healthy
onto North
lives.
Johnson Street.
Learn more about lead abatement training at michigan.gov/leadworkforce. That's michigan.gov/leadworkforce. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Buddy's Pizza, the birthplace of the original Detroit-style pizza, is proud to celebrate 75 years in the Motor City. Download Buddy's Rewards from your App Store today to receive exclusive offers and earn points on purchases at all 19 Buddy's Pizza locations.
What are you waiting for? It only takes an hour for you to have your child's heart screened. Get your kid's heart checked at the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Details at 971theticket.com.
Text the ticket now. Ticket text 248-539-9797. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
All right, Cleveland over the Tigers, 4-1 NBA playoffs. The Lakers over the Suns, 109-102. Congratulations, Andre Drummond, 15-12, his first ever playoff win. 0 for 9 into that game. Mavericks upset the Clippers, they lead 2-0. The Celtics lose to the Brooklyn Nets. It's 2-0. Brooklyn hockey, Leafs win 4-0 over Montreal. They lead 4-1. Carolina in overtime. They lead 3-2. Their series over Nashville. They win that game. Well, we have some ticket texts we're talking about that Deshaun Watson. All this stuff about making the settlement public may well be Watson trying to keep the amount of the settlement down. Think about it. These women really want that out there. Basically, Watson and company are saying, if you think you can keep all this quiet, you're going to have to keep that close.
It's normally the defendant that wants this not to be out there.
If 22 women can't get a criminal case, the NFL should treat it like any other civil case that don't apply. Quote, if we had 22 charges, it's probably guilty of a few of them. Knowing this was so many people just say, I expect so much from you, especially at your ill-advised age. How dare you remain neutral and be neutral because they stole stuff.
At the next light, turn right.
I agree with that. You said that. I want to jump on you. That's okay.
You know, but there is a criminal case that was brought. Yeah, there haven't been charges. There's been no indictment.
There was an investigation.
A criminal investigation,
I
right?
just think usually when there's that much, there's that many allegations, usually there's something there. I agree with that first sentence. If this stays the way it is
At the
right
light,
now,
turn right onto North Johnson Street.
the question is, who's going to take that chance?
Well, I think Houston, definitely. Because they want him to be there.
Right.
Which is why I think he should, if I'm his agent, I say, hey, you know what? You're already getting enough headlines. None of them are good. Why don't you take one of those off so that they stop talking about you a little bit and just show up. And we see the videos.
At the light,
we
turn
see
right
all of
onto
that stuff.
Sanderson Avenue.
But you know what? Just go and report and go through the process. And in another year, if these all go away and you have another good year, I think that it's something that
At the
everything
next
is
light,
different
turn
at this
right.
time next year. And just knowing whether guilty, not guilty, had to pay out, didn't have to pay out, that creates a completely different market at this time next year.
Right, but Houston get more if he doesn't. I mean, that the process happened. Nobody in the
At the light,
trade
turn right onto State Street.
They don't want to take a chance. And everything, find out that, everything was BS, it was bogus. He's clear, free and clear. Then you have more interest in him, and he has one less year of wear and tear in his body.
Well,
In
so
4
I
miles.
think that
Turn left
they
onto
basically have to
Cleveland
take the
Road.
same route that I believe Green Bay should take. And that is, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to show up, if Deshaun Watson doesn't want to show up, then don't show up. We're not trading you. Just, hey, Aaron Rodgers retire. But Deshaun Watson, you sit there and think about it, and we won't pay you. And you'll have to pay your fine if you want to say you're retiring at this young age, which I don't think that's an option for Deshaun Watson.
No.
The team right now holds all of the leverage, and so if they don't have to pay him for the year, they're gonna stink anyway.
Right.
So go ahead and call it a tank, call it whatever you want. They can get the #1 pick next year. They can deal him and draft his replacement.
That's true. No doubt about it. Speaking of the Houston Texans, their coach and the Lions coach have something in common, don't they?
They do. They are the furthest away from being named Coach of the Year. I think it was 50-1 odds.
Yeah, they're underdogs.
They're underdogs.
Yeah.
And I think that's very interesting. And it was 50-1 for David Culley, 50-1 for Dan Campbell, and I'm not sure that's not a smart bet for somebody to make.
I know, I agree. It depends how they do Coach of the Year. And sometimes Coach of the Year are teams that, they're not playoff teams, or they barely make the playoff teams who, in media's mind, are overachieving.
Right.
So let's say, hypothetically, the Lions go 8-9.
Right. Which is what I have.
Okay? Hey, he's got a good chance. That's a great job.
Right, because right now everybody thinks that they're going to either have the #1 pick. It's a battle between Detroit and Houston for the #1 pick this year. If they win 8 games, and they're maybe a couple of bounces away from flipping that and possibly getting a wild card. Now, don't put your phones down. All right, I'm not saying they're a playoff team, but if they get to that level from where they started and from where Dan Campbell inherited this franchise to get to 8 wins, that would be an unbelievable feat in almost everybody's mind.
Good payout, $10 for 500, right?
Right. Yeah, I think it's a good bet.
Yeah.
And I would put it on Dan Campbell, obviously not Culley, because nothing's going to happen in Houston. But if you look at it going with your theory of overachieving, or because what last year was Bruce Arians, right? That won, I think it was Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Obviously went on to win a Super Bowl.
So obviously postseason counts. It's also in other sports.
It feels like it does. And so then you look at, maybe a Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland.
Yeah.
If they go deep into the postseason, or, maybe it's Bill Belichick because they were down. It's without Tom Brady. If they're able to win in week 4 head-to-head against Tom, they're able to get to the playoffs. That could be, somebody that you would look at as a possible Coach of the Year candidate. But then you also look and you think, okay, what's the flip side of this? What are the coaches that are on the hot seat?
Actually, according to the list here, last season the Coach of the Year was, the AP Coach of the Year was Kevin Stefanski. The Sporting News Coach of the Year was Kevin Stefanski.
Right, and I believe he has the best odds to do it again. It was like 5-1.
Yeah.
I believe for Stefanski, and but it's you got to look at both sides of this. Whether it's the success of a team or the unexpected success, but also those that are going in with it's a win now situation. And you think about and just the flip side of what a year makes for Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh yeah.
Last year he was going into the season as one of the favorites for Coach of the Year. This year he's going into it as, with the additions that they've made, obviously bringing in J.J. Watt, making some of the trades that they've done on offense to strengthen their offense around Kyler Murray. This is a make it or break it season. So who is the first coach that is relieved of duty? And I'll give you another one. Vic Fangio in Denver. I know that they need a quarterback, but the strength of that, they're supposed to have one of the best defenses.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I find this to be a fascinating question about what coach may be the first one to go. We get into it after the update, but I don't see very much coach turnover right now.
When you look at what's out there, you're right. Although there are some people that suggest a popular coach for a popular team, if they don't get off to a good start, maybe that first coach to be fired. I'll let you know who that is coming up next. Also, I want to tell you, coming up at 8 o'clock, saying. Eddie Murray, a great charity guy, and another great golf tournament for a great cause. We'll talk to him at 8 o'clock. And Wojo will join us at 9:35, 97.1.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1. The Ticket.
This update is brought to you by Gordon Chevrolet. Cleveland's Aaron Savali would give up just 1 run over 8 innings as the Indians knock off the Tigers 4-1 in last night's Game 2 of that 4-game series at Comerica Park. Jonathan Scope would drive in Detroit's only run with an RBI single in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ford Field will be packed once again with fans this fall after the NFL confirms in a conference call yesterday that 30 teams, including the Lions, have been given approval to have full capacity at stadiums for games in the 2021 regular season. During an appearance yesterday on the Audrey Dahlgren Show in Lansing, Michigan State head basketball coach Tom Izzo admitted he's putting together a killer non-conference schedule next season for the Spartans.
You know, we open with Kansas, and, you know, we may have Duke back here, may have Villanova, but then we go to the Bahamas. The tournament is going to be, I think most of it is set. There's really good teams there. So this could be one of the all-time schedules besides, which is good for everybody but the head coach, probably.
Despite receiving a ton of
Turn
support
right
from
onto
teammates and
Elizabeth
others
Lane
in the NBA, Jeremy